Okay, hello, greetings and welcome. All right, so when you're training Vipassana, when you're observing the rising form of your thoughts, your feelings, your bodily sensations, actions, and phenomena around you, there's a space between the observer and the object. Whether that object is the body, the feeling, the mind, the environment, the phenomena, whatever it is, there's a space between you and the observed. Now, this space has an electromagnetic charge inside of it based on your emotional astral relationship to the object. So let's say you're in meditation and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I've got to pay that bill. That object has an emotional value to it. It's, oh, I have to pay the bill every month. So it's important. So it's emotionally charged. The space between you and the object holds that charge and opens that charge up when that object comes into your field of awareness. Now, that electromagnetic charge that pulls your mind onto it, it's already there. You just may not be aware of it. So you'll have a subconscious tension of, I've got to pay that bill. But you only feel the tension, you don't have the thought of, I need to pay that bill. So through training Vipassana, we get a reverse engineering intuitive insight where if you're a healer, the person comes in, I've got this problem. You go into the space between the person's mind and the problem, and there's a tension. And that tension will very, very often say the cause of the problem. That tension, that's anxiety, emotions building up, and it's making the person unbalanced and sick. You can go into that tension, feel it, and be sensitive to it. So there's a reverse engineering in your intuition where you see a thought come up in your mind, there's the electricity bill. You feel the tension of the emotion that has pulled it to the surface of your consciousness. So we have the emotional tension, the actual object, and your mind. Now, most of the time, we only experience the tension and we don't have the object. We don't have the bill there, but the tension's there all the time. So now we go into Vipassana, we simply observe our body, observe the tensions around us, and there's no electricity bill, there's just tension. We feel it, expand our mental space, demagnetize it through vital breathing, and let it go. So you neutralize the mental astral matrix of the tension and you dissolve it away. You don't even know what caused it. You don't even need to know what caused it, but you feel the tension. This ability starts to arise from fundamental Vipassana training between mind, object, and tension in the space between object and mind. Once you've identified these through observing the rising, falling way of thoughts, which is step one mental training, you'll be journaling and writing this down. I can feel tension between my mind and my thought. And this tension exists in the space. It's not in the thought, it's in the space. This is really, really important because we tend to go, oh, that emotion over there has power inside of it. That emotion over there is just information. It's just a perception. We put it over there. The tension's everywhere around our field, right throughout our astral body. It's spread equally through everywhere, every part of you. Now, this particular idea about Vipassana is super, super important because it is part of the founding principles of esoteric psychology, of breaking the elements down into all the emotional categories, feeling the different types of tension that are inside your astral body and how these different types of tension have information underlying them, which is incidental. It's the tension that matters. And because we can change the information very, very easily and swing the information from negative to positive using the exact same tension and raise its frequency. So this identification process, it teaches you how to heal people, It teaches you how to get insight into your own nature to generate equanimity. It teaches you about esoteric psychology. It teaches you about the nature of the whole initiation process and how to neutralize that tension to bring you into equanimity, to move through Akasha and generate a counter force of Akasha and form so equanimity deepens to generate non-dual light and work towards Nibbana. It gives you the physics of how this works, the metaphysical lawfulness of spiritual growth. And it's all encapsulated within the first exercise of initiation text. So do your journaling well, and all that will be there. You are your own teacher. Your journal is your teacher. Okay, so I hope this helps with step 1 mental training and learning how to be sensitive to tension, and the information underlying it is less important. The tension is important. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.